Hi everyone, it's Chet here. I'm super excited today because my new Apple TV arrived. Just so you know, I'm actually going from a third generation Apple TV and skipping straight to the sixth generation Apple TV, the one after the Siri remote or the touchpad thing. It looks as if they've gone back to the whole old iPod sort of dial thing as well. So super excited by it. Let's get stuck in. I've got my trusty little safety scissors here. Just get it off. And here's the box. Some information on the back. Wow, it's got everything built into it. Pair for the wireless surround sounds. Oh, awesome. It's got some... Oh, wow. You can connect it to the personal audio. I'm not sure if that was possible on the previous gens as well. Because, like I said, this is my first... Well, this is only my second Apple TV. My first one was a third generation. That was gifted to me many, many years ago. It's a little bit awkward to do this. I'm doing this one-handed because I've put all my gear away because we're having some renovation work done. But here's the box. Oops, got some tape stuck on there. So here's the box anyway from underneath. I'm just gonna somehow carefully do this by one hand and open this up. Yeah, it's super awkward to do this. Yeah, I've cut the bottom out of the plastic sheeting and here we go, let's see what we get. Here we go. Alright, very nice. Got a nice texture to everything as per usual. Got the box here, Apple TV. It's chunkier than my last one. I suppose because this is 64 gig and the other one is... I don't actually know, to be honest. I don't know what the other one is. I'm presuming it was a 32 or a 16 gig Apple TV. So you've got the actual Apple TV itself on the back, or is that the front? It's got a few things going on here. Saying to lift this off. I'll get into that in a moment. You've got the remote here. In your typical Apple fashion. Just take it out. You then have some stuff under here. And you've got the 3-pin UK plug and the wiring to it. And then, oh, we've got something else underneath. What's all this? That's interesting. I'm not sure why that's there. I presume, so they've provided a USB-A connector with lightning on the other end. I have one of these, and whilst I appreciate it being in this packaging, I'm really confused as to why I've even got one. Perhaps the remote is like substantially bigger, like seriously bigger than the previous one, or at least feels like it is, and it's weightier. But I suppose in a way it's a good thing because, you know, it's got some weight to it and I can hold it and it feels like firm. I do not want to lose this at all. It's got of course nobody would want to lose any remote anyway, but it's got the Siri button on the side. I'll get into the actual product itself. I'm still a little bit baffled as to why I've got this cable here. It's got the plastic wrapping all the way round It doesn't look any different to the previous one. Let me just go grab it as a comparison. So here's the previous gen, well, the 3rd gen remote. They've kept this sort of like style, this dial style, and it always reminds me of the original iPods with that on there. Was it the original? I think so. Yeah, with the iPod and connectors. And now what they've done is they've gone back to it, which is this one here. And as you can see, it's considerably bigger. This one's dirty. Yeah, it's got dirty in the move. Right. It's considerably bigger. This is wider as well than this one, like considerably wider, as you can see. Yeah, so that's a quick comparison. This one has a few more buttons. So you've got up, down. I'm guessing volume up, volume down, sound mute, play, back, and AirPlay. Is that all TV? Interesting. Got the typical stickers, which is always a nice touch. Never really use them on anything, if I'm honest. Right, so this is the 6th gen compared to the 3rd gen. Now, this has a lot more storage than this. I can't remember how many gigs this is, but yeah. Here's all the connectors for this one. So you've got HDMI, optical, Ethernet, and power, and there's also this small USB, micro USB or nano USB. I can't remember what they're called. And then on this one, it's got all this plastic around it, and I've not opened it yet, but let's get stuck in there. It's not the most tactful way to do this. Right. Okay, so let's get into this. Something shiny always sounds good. Something shiny. Peeling that plastic back. There's something quite satisfying about that noise. And there we have it. And then let's see, what do we have? We've got HDMI, Ethernet or LAN, and power. The connections look identical. There's no optical. And let's see what we've got underneath. Oh, that's very nice, very clean compared to my old one. The other thing I want to mention as well, it's got vents here. It's got some venting at the bottom. The old one doesn't. The old one just doesn't have any vents. It's also like a infrared, so you can't hide this. You need line of sight to use the remote. This one you do not, from what I understand. And yeah, it's got the vent there. It's pretty, it is just a black box. They're both very similar in dimensions, as you can see. The Apple TV box is still the same way around, so you've got Apple TV facing the correct way around, and to the top of the T and the V you've got the connections. They've still kept that to here. Just having a quick comparison, deceivingly, the Apple TV on here looks slightly bigger, but it's actually the same size as this, but I think it's just to do with the lens warp. Right, okay, I'm going to find out what this cable is for. Actually, it might be to, I think this is to charge the remote. The thing is, I have a USB-C laptop for charging, and I have a USB brick as well. It is there it is, that's the connector. They could have just changed this to USB-C, both sides. I would have been absolutely fine with that. Yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed the video of my very messy unboxing of this, and give me a like, a thumbs up if you want, or even there's the other one as well.